Hey guys, Smuggler here. I'm just going to be doing a replay cast coach, helpful hints, tips for a bloke called Sinured from Dota 5. I'm going to be a little bit more in depth, I feel, on this one because he's actually playing a offlane Tide Hunter, which is basically my role. I'm an offlaner. I play a lot of offlane. I'm the offlaner for my team. So when it comes down to it, I like to think I know a little bit about how to offlane a Tide Hunter. So hopefully I can have a look at this and see what he's done right and see what he can improve upon. And it is high skill, so he's actually up there a little bit. So hopefully he can, hopefully he impresses. So we're going to get into it now. It's this one right here. I'm just going to be doing basically what I normally do, jumping forwards to when they start.
Tide Hunter. Witch Doctor.
Juggernaut.
Shadow Fiend.
Here we go. I'm going to pause for a little bit because this guy's going to disconnect. I'll just jump forward. Here we go. Alright, let's just go free camera for the moment. And then we're just going to pause and we're just going to talk about starting items, lineup, what to expect, what not to expect, that kind of stuff. So when you're going into the offlane, you need to think about three things, right? Because it doesn't sound like it's starting items. It's like whatever, but your starting items in the offlane can mean the difference between losing your offlane and winning your offlane. It's a little bit different to winning in other lanes, where winning your offlane just means you don't die. So considering he's solo offlane, let's have a look at his starting items. He's got a Tango, a Boots of Speed, Iron Branch, and the Observer Ward he's given. He's probably going to, we'll get into the Observer Ward later, but basically Boots is Boots first is quite offensive. It's not very defensive. It can be defensive if you're expecting a very like 2 core melee lane or something, or they're all 3 melee heroes in the lane, then Boots would be amazing in a defensive, but you're never ever going to get that. So Boots first is usually an offensive gesture because you want to catch those ranged heroes. So honestly, I don't agree with your Boots first here. I mean, I can see why you'd like it to do it, but it's not the best idea when you've got you know, and I'm pretty sure it's an IO Spectre. Yeah, I would have preferred a little bit of extra regen. So my normal offlane Tide is an Observer, a Sentry, 2 sets of Tangos, a Clarity, and a Salve. You know, that's my offlane Tide. That gives me enough regen that I can actually close and trade quite well. It also allows me to block the camp and give me vision. So I can understand why he did this, and you're going to be, obviously you can see that you're definitely going to be up against a dual lane here, so you're not going to need that much regen, but especially if you're going up against a tri lane, then you're going to need a little bit more regen than speed. So I'm just going to get onto your warding here. Come down pretty early, it's pretty nice timing, and you put it here. Right. Now, this here, right, is great. Let's free camera this up. Here we go. Let's just pause it again. Okay, so this gives you a lot of vision, right? It gives you all this like ganking area here. Yeah, great. And also gives you vision of the rune. Now, when you're placing your ward for your vision, right, I guess you could use that for your block ward, but I prefer observers for vision and sentries for block. Unless you've only got one, then it all depends on who you're up against. But it's a great ward. Don't get me wrong. This is a fantastic ward. It's easily de-warded though. And also, it's not solely for you. So this ward is for your mid laner and for you. So you're splitting it a bit. You're not getting 100% for you and 100% for your off mid laner. It's split. So yeah, he gets to see the rune, but he doesn't get to see anybody approaching the rune. You know, like all this vision here, he won't have. So that's why it's better these wards here or this ward here to be able to for the mid laner rune. So, but you're offlane, solo offlane. So I know it's going to sound a bit rough, but you need to be selfish with your ward. So that is a great warding position. If it all depends, but the better warding position for your vision is here. All right. So they're definitely going to be pulling. You can't stop the pull, so you need to see when it's happening. This stone here gives you vision of the gank. It goes all the way up to here, pretty much, right? And it also gives you vision of the pull, because it goes all the way to here during daytime. So this ward, for a vision ward, by vision ward I mean, you know, being able to see what's coming at you, is a much better proposition than this one. It's split. This one you're kind of giving some of the vision to the mid laner. He can just solely focus on top rune. Top rune would be better. So that's a lot longer thing to get over. But anyway, so that's pretty much your warding. So you've put your ward down. You've got some vision, and these are your starting items. And then we'll just run through some stuff. You see IO there, you're thinking about it, and then Spectre comes down and you back off pretty straight away pretty much, which is good. You know, you don't want to trade early on, you don't have the regen for it. Yeah, that's fine.
It's in the bag.
That was a good decision. And I think they give first blood. Yeah, they give first blood up top. And one last right click. She blinks. Pretty sure she blinks. And gets it. Yeah, one more. There it is. Okay, so we'll just go back to this, because this is focusing on you here. You do a fantastic block. I will give you that. That's a great block. I would have preferred letting the range creep go first, but that's perfectly fine. Honestly, you've got Anchor Smash first. I do the same. Dual safe lane against solo offlane Tide. I always go Anchor Smash first. It's a great idea to do it. So you actually, if I remember correctly, you actually do really well with your last hitting. I think you got like 7 or 8 from 2 waves, which is pretty good. You traded really well there. I mean, you're fighting in the middle of the creep wave. You had more creeps. I don't know if you planned for that, but that's actually really decent to think about. You know, if there's only 2 creeps left and they go in for the right click, start fighting them, and maybe they fight you, you can definitely trade better with the creep damage from the aggro. So you kind of know that they've pulled, because, well, they should know soon, but they haven't stack pulled. So, oh no, they did they? Oh no, he only got 2. Oh, okay. That's right. Oh yeah, I forgot he only got 2 or 3 of them. Okay, so you're getting a fair bit of solo experience. You're level 3, that's pretty good. You're backing off because you can see this axe coming in. He's going to call, I'm pretty sure. He should call. Oh no. Oh, he's so close to death. One more Anchor Smash and you would have got that. So now you're out of regen, right? Any more harass you take is going to be very rough. They're pinging you out here, wanting to go on you. You're backing off. So what's going to happen is you're going to get hit by these spirits when you come back in a bit. He's going to keep going and try and... I think you get hit by 2. Anyway. Back into this. So now you're out of regen, right? And you're on 3/4 HP. You can't trade. You can't even, like... You can go into that. You could try and go into that, but any kind of harass that does come out is going to affect you more than it affects them. Since she doesn't have much regen, actually. You could actually gone a bit rougher here, but, I mean, IO can definitely deal with you with the overcharge. Another thing you want to do when you get into lane is you want to look at items, right? How much regen they have, how much regen support has, what abilities they have, that kind of stuff. So you're doing quite well overall. Like you're getting a lot of levels. This is what you do. This is what you want. You're winning the off lane, so to speak. You're getting farm, and you're getting levels, and you haven't died. That's winning the off lane, pretty much. You can't ask for a better off lane than that. I mean, well, yeah, you could if you got a kill, but in this ideal situation, a kill would be amazing. But in the best possible situation that you could have here, having the extra levels and the extra gold that you do get, I think you're 11.5, yeah, 12.5. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. You're doing very well in the off lane. I will give you props for that. You are up against a dual lane, so you're not exactly having to deal with zoning, and you're not having to deal with set pieces kind of stuff. You know, like chain stuns. You don't have any stuns on them at all, so you've got a really easy off lane. But then again, you're doing well in it. So I mean, that's all positives. I'm just going to jump forward a bit and just go back to player perspective. You get 4 minutes arcanes, that's pretty decent. Wraith King comes down for a bit. Obviously he was having a bit of a tough time in the jungle, I guess. I would have actually, this game, a roaming Wraith King would have destroyed face. I'm not even kidding. A roaming Wraith King would have left them with little to nothing, because he would have wrecked them there. You know, you've got Axe Jungle. I mean, easy game, Axe Jungle. You've got an IO and a Spectre. The easy roaming Wraith King would have destroyed this team, but he decided to go. I don't know what the hell he decided to go. Retarded build, probably Jungle Wraith King or something. I think he gets called here. It's stun off. Gets his. Oh wow, he had so much time for that stun and he never did it. There's a bit of a fight here if I remember correctly. I think there was rotations. No? Oh no, that's later on. And he goes back to farming camp. He's going to die to that. What is this guy doing? Anyway. So you're doing pretty well. I'm just going to jump forward to this fight. Where is it? You got your 6 now, I'm pretty sure? Yeah. Oh, that's right, you used it. Ah, here we go, this is it. This is what I wanted to... so you come in, and you start moving forward straight away, which is fine. Then you ulti, right here, you let him go. Right? You could have killed him so quickly. So if we just back that up. Here we go here. So you come in. You got this guy. You got SF, who's not really doing much. And you come straight in, you walk all the way in, they see them, they start backing off. You just miss out on her, but you could have stayed on her and got a anchor smash off, and that would have killed her easily. So you kind of, we just right here, and we stop and look. Okay, so you anchor smash there. She's within the radius, right? Well within the radius. So anchor smash straight away, right? Then you only have to wait 5 seconds. Okay, so anchor smash straight away. 5 seconds later, then 2 right clicks and that would have been dead. I mean, I understand why you focused on the Spectre, but as soon as you saw that you did not get her in your Ravage, you need to change targets and go for the kill, because The first use of your Ravage, by the way, this was the first use of your Ravage, is crucial. It's massive because it gives you your kill, and your kill will get you your Magic Wand, or you on your way to your on the way to your Blink. You know, it'll get you some utility. It'll give you the experience. It's huge. The first use of your Ravage is a very crucial point in your offlane. Usually, I use it with the rotation, as you've seen here. Sobel and Miss come in. That's great. Doesn't matter if it's on an Aya dude. If you got that kill, that would have been really, really good for you. So I understand why you did it. You wanted this Spectre first, which is fine. That's good. Prioritize target, hard carry first, easy, very well played. But as soon as you saw your Ravage didn't get her, that's when you should have switched targets and finished off this IO, which I'm pretty sure you could have got, because you used it now.
Dire's middle tower
Comes down, comes down. 5 seconds. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could have got them, but that's fine. Sometimes that happens. I think you dive quite hard here. Yeah, you dive pretty hard. God, that's agonizing. Anyway.
Radiant's bottom tower
So we'll just speed up a bit to your next one. Pretty sure you guys go for the tower here. I mean, it's 11-4. You guys are like, you know, not doing that well, but you're going for your
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nice, you cut the wave. That's really well played. That's fine. You want to come back and grab the last hit though. Yeah, make sure you grab the last hit. Don't give it to the Witch Doctor. You need it more so than him.
Radiant's bottom tower
You just let the Witch Doctor know then that that was yours, because that would have put you above the 1k mark, and that's pretty strong away towards your Blink Dagger. Alright, so you're rotating top here. By the way, after you've gone 4, 2, 1, so level 7. Honestly, you should have gone a point in Gush at level 7. The utility that it gives you is just too much. They have no stuns, so you don't have to worry about that. All they have are slows, and if you can slow them to the same amount that they kind of slow you, which actually is the longest slow, it's really strong. So I personally would have gone your Gush at level 7, and then get your Anchor Smash at level 8, and then max out your Kraken. But you did pretty well. Like, you actually you won that offlane. Like, nothing else can be said there. You won the offlane. You did really well. I don't agree with your starting items, but going up against the offlane you did go up against, that's perfectly fine. You guys just took 2 towers in like 3 minutes. Yeah, you should have got that last hit there, but anyway. So it's really good. Really, really good. You're going to get pinged out here by the Axe, who has his Blink. Blinks in, calls, gets pretty much all of them here. Pretty sure you get away though. Yeah, Axe fucked up. You got him here. I'm pretty sure this Spectre's retarded. I don't know why he did that. Pretty sure you guys get the kill, don't you? No, he dies. That's right. Yeah. That's later on. Okay, so I'll go back over this because I want to actually talk about this as well. I hope people watch this and listen to me, understand what I'm trying to get at here.
Radiant's middle tower is under
okay,
attack.
so you're coming through, right? We'll just slow you down. We'll just come back 10. Right, here we go. So you get jumped, right? You've got mana, you've got your fun, you've got your Gush at level 8, that's fine. You just got double stunned here, which is awesome. You ulti in, right? Sorry, he ultis in. You ulti before he did though. So, I don't know why you would ulti there. you would have survived the illusion.
I'll have your skull for my satchel.
So this is the thing that I just want to have a quick chat about, right? So when you have a big ultimate like that, which is Ravage, Black Hole, you know, OD's one. There's a fair few of them. When you have these big game-changing ultimates, using them to save yourself, it's just not worth it. The only time that I could see it would be worth it would be if you had your Blink Dagger. If you were like 50 gold off your Blink Dagger, right? 50 gold, and they were jumping you, and you knew that you could get away if you used Ravage. That's when it's fine to use it. But in this situation, you know 400, 500, 600 gold off your Blink Dagger. You couldn't really get a kill with it. All you're doing is saving yourself. You're caught out of position down the lane with no backup, no support, and your teammates are all the way in whoop whoop. Honestly, I would have just left. I would have not even touched the Ravage. If they killed you, fine. Because what happens if they then group up and push this tier 1 here, right? They push this tier 1, 3, 4 of them. You TP in and Ravage with a Witch Doctor's ultimate and, you know, SF ultimate on top of that. You get a triple kill. But because you've used it, you're going to TP in and you won't be able to defend it, right? You know, they're all pretty low. You can't really defend that. So when you're looking at your big game-changing ultimates like that, I would suggest really considering it. Like, yeah, I want to survive, but what's best for the team? The team comes first, not me, the team, right? The reason why I was saying you should take those last hits there is because your Blink Dagger is more important than Witch Doctor's wards for the next 2 minutes, right? If you can get those 2 last hits on those towers, that's your Blink Dagger, right? And then all of a sudden you don't have to take a stack that you could leave for Witch Doctor. So it's give and take. Like, you take priority, but then you give back once that priority isn't a priority anymore. So in that situation, I disagree with the fact that you used your ultimate, because there was no need for it. You might have survived, you might not have survived, but it doesn't matter. Don't use your ultimate just to save yourself. Use it for a kill, or use it to save yourself when you're close to a key item. Say you're like 80 gold off your refresher. Use it, right? Doesn't matter. Your refresher, because if you live and you get your refresher, that's it. Like, you can get that refresher and you can go take a fight instantly again. So there's no problem about that. So in that situation, I don't think you should use your ultimate. That was a very bad choice. But apart from that, you've been having an epic game so far. You're pretty much CK is actually not that farmed. Kind of going on it, I guess. You're pretty much keeping them in this. You've taken 2 towers with Witch Doctor, which weren't contested at all. You shut down the Spectre pretty good in the lane. There's some fights later on that I'll get into now. Let's just get to them. Pretty sure. Yeah, this SF is just getting killed constantly. Look how underfarmed he is. Spectre's not doing that well either though. TK comes in and absolutely dominates. Really good fight for CK there. That was pretty much, yeah, straight away he got his armor. Some more stuff. And then where are you? You're
Radiant's
back at
middle
base.
tower. Radiant structures are fortified.
You got your Blink Dagger. I think you got your big Blink Dagger at about 15 minutes, if I remember correctly. 15, 16 minutes. Which is a decent time.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's a decent time. You're forcing tier 1 here.
Tower is under attack.
You're really waiting. Nice positioning there. I personally would have positioned a little bit higher. I don't know where you're TPing here.
Tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower
CK
is under attack.
is getting nice farm now. Armored on CK is always good. Let's have a look. Where's this fight? Ah, here it is. Right, here we go. So this fight started with them picking off Wraith King. Alright? And then Juggy ulties, takes down Witch Doctor. So they've just taken 2 here. If I remember correctly, this is quite a good fight coming up. So let's have a look at this XP graphs. This is crucial here. So you're losing about 2.5k XP. Gold is about 2.5k. You're doing fine. Gush. Wait till they come in. Yeah, okay, so don't use it yet. You wait. If I remember correctly, you wait, you wait, and then you fight over here, which is perfect. Like, they're all running. Boom. That is an epic, epic, epic. Now, nice, you focused on her. Well done. Gush comes up in 1. Gush. Kill. I'm pretty sure Reality Rift in 2 seconds. Reality Rift. Stun. Armlet. I'm pretty sure he's going to use armlet. Nice. Boom.
You feed the crowd.
Look at that. That went from a 2 death to a 4 kill, pretty much. So that was incredibly good use of your ultimate there. So this is right here. Let's just. So you save it here. This is good. So there was 2 there.
Axe cuts no more.
And your blink dagger's still fine to go, and you've got Ravage, and you know you can. And straight, look at that. If we could just go back like half a second.
Killing spree.
Right. 1, 2, 3, blink. Right there. Look at that. That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. I'm pretty sure you could have blinked a little bit further forwards, which might have been better. I'm pretty sure you can, yeah. 1,000, so it's about that far. You could have blinked that far, which I think might have been a bit better. But they're like, that's just me nitpicking. Like, I do that to my games. Like, I'll watch one of my games back, and I'll just absolutely beat myself up over the fact that I missed my blink by like 100 units or something. So that's just me nitpicking. Don't worry about me. This though, this is perfect. Look at that. Like, look at that. You're pretty much directly the same distance from all 3 of them. So you did incredibly well there. This is a great fight, by the way. She doesn't even have blink yet. God, this guy's bad. You did great. Look at that. Beautiful blink. Keep them stunned, and you just absolutely dominated. And then if we go jump forward about 20 times, so normal. Look at this. You just start dropping. Start dropping. There it is. Look at that. You just got 2.5k experience off the board like that. Boom. That's what I mean by game-changing ultimate. Like, what is this SF doing? Anyway, that's what I mean by game-changing ultimate. Oh, that Queen of Pain. Anyway, so you just, with that one ultimate, you just wiped 2.5k experience off from their leader. So you did incredibly well. I'm pretty sure they kill this. Come with me here. Yeah, easily done. You guys are dominating now. Like, you're coming into where you need to be. He's got his Yasha. You're ancienting. Oh, that's right. Let's have a look. Where are you? You build hold on. Yeah, so there's a lot of fights going on, but it takes you a little time, but you finally get there. You get your refresher. Boom. Refresher. There we go.
Dire's bottom tower
You
is
get your
under
refresher,
attack.
and then this is what baffled me, and I have no idea why he did it. Hold on, where is it? I don't remember when you bought it. There it is. I don't know where. I think it was at the very end. Was it the very end? You bought a freaking mech. I didn't understand why you bought a mech.
Dominating.
Did you buy a mech? Anyway, doesn't really matter. You did really well that game, dude. The only things that I could possibly look at and say, you know what, this week is your starting item. No, you didn't buy a mech. My bad. I'm completely retarded. You guys didn't even have a mech on your team. But apart from that, you did incredibly well in your solo offlane. The boots first would have been something that I wouldn't have. It would have been a bit rougher for me to understand, but it helped, I guess, in your lane. I personally would have gone a little bit more regen because there was a good 2-3 minutes there where you couldn't really trade effectively, and you might have even got a kill if you had a rotation in. So I can understand that. The second thing was that your movements were really good. You rotated after the lane had been pretty much done and dusted. You rotated, which is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to stay in lane until you get your critical level. For some people, that's they're usually 6. Others, it's level 8. Some people, it's level 5. So it all depends on your critical level. You stay in lane until you get your critical level. Then you rotate out or you rotate in. Once you rotate out or rotate in, you go for the kills, you get those kills, and then you start focusing on your critical item. Usually that's blink or some, like for example, I don't know, I would say maybe a Dagon or something if you really needed one for certain heroes, like a critical item. So blink for Tide, blink for Centaur, your Yule's Scepter for SF, those kinds of things. They're your critical items that you really, really need. So when it comes down to it, you did really well. You won your offlane. Nothing can be said about that. You and CK and Witch Doctor did incredibly well. You guys could have won that a lot easier if your Wraith King didn't go greedy and actually just went a position 4 Wraith King easily. Then if he went a position 4 Wraith King, you guys would have destroyed them. But he went kind of like a jungling, semi-carry, mid-game orientated, nothing. So you did incredibly well. Nothing much else can be said about that, dude. Well done. GG, well played.